Hi, my name is Kimberly Zhu, and I'm excited to be taking CS61B this semester. This is my Project Zero NBodyExtreme Gold points part. I had a lot of fun working on the project, and I wanted to implement something fundamentally new for the gold points and learn something new. When I first saw the screen for the planet simulation, I immediately thought of those computer games I used to play when I was little, so I decided I wanted to make it interactive for the user. So before I tell you how I did it, let me show you a demo of what I did. Okay, so first I'm going to compile both the NBodyExtreme and the BodyExtreme files. And now I'm going to run the NBodyExtreme. Oh, sorry. There's arguments. Okay. So as you can see, there's still the same 4 standard planets in the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And then I also added in a spaceship. So for the spaceship, if I press the down arrow button, or the right arrow button, or the left arrow button, it moves accordingly. And it also responds to like the physics still of the other planets as well. So I'm moving left again, up, down, right. And yeah, okay. So I want to talk about a little bit about how I did it. So first I looked at the available resources that we had. So I saw that we used STD Draw to show the first initial simulation of the planets. So I wanted to be able to implement that. So before we only looked at the test classes that were given to us. So I actually found the API online. And so in the API, I searched for like key. Oh, this is not. I searched for key. And then I found that we had keyboard and mouse inputs. And so I found this thing called is key pressed. So as I said, and then I looked into the key codes that are necessary for this is key pressed function. I actually found something useful on Stack Overflow. And so over here, one of the people talked about which key codes are for like the up-down arrow buttons. And then I basically used that to change the X and Y positions of the spaceship depending on what keys were pressed by the user. And then I also had to experiment with different numbers because initially I only did like +1 or -1 for the changing of positions, and I realized that the spaceship wasn't really moving because in the universal scale it would like only 1 is way too small, so I had to like multiply that by 10 to the power of 9. And then I had to add the spaceship, and so I didn't want to modify the planets.txt because of all the other universes that are available, and you can't modify arrays once you make them. So I actually created a function to combine 2 arrays so that when you like calculate the forces that they exert on each other and calculate the new velocities, the physics will still work. So my takeaways. My first takeaway is to utilize provided documentation like the S-class STD Draw. And then I also learned how to use Google Search and Stack Overflow to help me get my questions answered because there's a lot of variety available. And then I also learned how to test my code and experiment with it in order to get what I needed in order to like make the project function properly. Okay, so thanks for watching.